Mountains to Sea Trail. It is beginning at the Folk Art Center and heading back towards US 74 so that we can complete that portion that is going through Asheville. Up to that point, we have completed
all the way to the French Broad.
All the way to the French Broad River for the MST in Asheville. So we're getting close to finishing the Asheville area. We've got a shut-in trail planned, but we don't know what weekend we can do it because it's going to get cold quickly here in the mountains. But, yep. Off on the mountains to sea, heading, I think this is considered south on the trail because we would be going towards Kawohe. It's southern, or well, eastern terminus. But, yeah.
Later.
You can hear the Parkway off to our left, and you can tell we're starting to kind of drop in elevation, like we might be coming up on the Swannanoa River here soon, I think. The mountains look just like the Swannanoas, should be near, at least to this Asheville native, but we'll find out. I think we're about to go like under the Parkway. We just came past the Parkway ponies, River and Sunny. It was really cool. There's these two horses that the owners have signs on their fence. You have permission to feed them apples and carrots, but they were not anywhere close to the fence, so we didn't get to see the ponies. But don't worry, we'll be back to see River and Sunny again. Crazy to think that we are going to be done with the town section of the MST practically after today. Once we make it to US 74, we've done all through the downtown Asheville area. From
that would be the Folk Art Center, all the way to the French Broad River, right above the shut-in trail.
Walking through Swannanoa right now, by the Swannanoa River. The interstate you see in front of us where the cars are driving on is Interstate 40 running through Asheville. The bridge that we are about to walk under is the Parkway Bridge. This would be the Swannanoa. Devastated by Helene. This road is Azalea Road. Azalea Road East is what it said. Yeah, I can't even imagine how high it got with Helene down here. You can see the banks.
Roadwork, barricades in the water.
Oh, I'm sure this area was devastated. This is part of Swannanoa. I mean, obviously, and then also the town of Asheville's North Fork Reservoir, where all of our water comes from, is up that way. So during Helene, North Fork had to release water because there was too much pressure on the dam. Had they not released it, it would have been
whole things
even more devastating because the dam would have broken. And I mean, look at that. That's clearly Helene damage, but that's, I mean, what? That's a 4x6 or a 4x8, something like that. 4x6, Stephen says. And it just snapped it in half. That was how powerful that water was. Anyway, on to bigger and better things, because according to what my husband's told me, we're about to go through a neat little tunnel.
We're going to go directly under the interstate here.
Yep, directly under I-40 across the railroad tracks. And he says there's a tunnel over here.
So we just ran into a guy
as he started getting closer, I recognized a tattoo on his arm. And I was like, so we meet again. And the last time I was on this trail, I had ran into this guy, and he was like, you look like you belong out here. And I just kind of chuckled and went on, you know. And then
we just ran into him on the trail again, coming through this tunnel under I-40.
And today we stopped and actually like talked to him a little bit. Really interesting guy. His name, he calls himself Hermit. I guess that's his trail name.
Yep.
He
and Stefan, I guess we've now cemented it that he is Sasquatch, because we told him that Stefan's name was Sasquatch. But I don't know, really cool moment.
So now, the cool part.
Yeah, now we get to the cool part. Look at this tunnel. I mean, just how cool is this? Oh, I love the spider web details. Just make sure we catch it on camera, please. Oh, look, it says bear. This is so neat. And oh, this is the one that Hermit was talking about, green and yellow. Oh, I love it. That's just the coolest. This reminds.
It says, but it's cool.
I have a hard time reading these too, but yeah, I see this CWC tag everywhere. Like all across Asheville. By soda. This says Astra. I can read this one. Let's see what this red and black one is. I don't know. T-O-L? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Pretty cool. Anyway, that reminds me of Road to Nowhere in Swain County. That is in Bryson City. Super cool place to... that will you? Super cool place to visit. Very small town America. The best people. So, and then this is the stairs he warned me about. This is why we got my second pole back out. I don't think it's got anything on the Foothills Trail, it doesn't look like, but it's definitely trying. I don't know if you can see the grade there, but if you can see the grade on video, you know it is steep. And you can now see I-40 behind us heading towards Swannanoa. The next exit off 40 from this location would be the VA. So we are at a trail junction, Mountains to Sea Trail, Folk Art Center, 2.2 miles to the left. Highway 74, which is our final destination for today, is to the right. And then I guess this is a trail back to the visitor center. So, and then it's so weird because this one says Folk Art Center 2.5 miles. This one says Folk Art Center 2.2 miles. Which one is it? Because that's a long quarter mile between these signs.
It's 2.2 miles.
So it's not far. We're gonna cross that bridge back to the trailhead we started 6 months or more ago. That was one of our very first hikes, actually, I think.
One of our very first all-trail premium hikes, I believe. It was
Yeah.
right after Black Boston.
Yeah, so we're completing the downtown section of Asheville today. A little bit of a full circle moment. Still got the shut-in trail to do. You can see glimpses down that way of Highway 74, Charlotte Highway, going down into Fairview. So I can tell that we are coming upon the Parkway bridge that passes over 74. Because I'm trying to get a video all the way to the other side of the bridge at our original start point way back, I mean months and months ago. So I don't remember the exact date. I'd have to look it up. So I don't know. I think this has been a nice little hike, honestly. There's been some pretty good uphills, so it's got enough to get your attention for sure. There's a little section that feels a little bit more remote than the other parts of it that are walking straight through town past a highway. But a lot of it is walking right through people's backyards. It feels like sometimes. I think if I were trying to through hike this section, I would want to position myself right around the end of the shut-in trail and hit Asheville hard the next day and just make it all the way through to at least the Folk Art Center. So I think if I were a through hiker, that would be my plan, because you know, this is a very busy section of trail. There's a lot of road crossings. And I just genuinely wouldn't want to camp through here, because I would feel like I'm camping in people's backyards, because you practically are. It would be nice to have, what were the horses' names? Sunny and River for neighbors for a night, but cool blazes. Wonder what the blue is.
That's the visitor center trail.
Oh. We made it!
We did it! Yay! Go us!
The greater Asheville area is done. Yes. Now, back across. We are now off of the MST and on to the Blue Ridge Parkway Visitor Center loop that loops back in to the MST at the trail juncture we showed you guys a little bit ago. So, bit of a side loop, but new territory for us.
And it's always fun to explore new things.
It is.
You're climbing new mountains and everything.
Right, yes. That's what we're doing. Climbing new mountains. I was just telling him I have been looking forward to the downhill. And here I am climbing again. Imagine that. I can say this Gregory Nano 18, I have it loaded down, of course, because it's me, but I hands down prefer my Deva. The support system in my Deva is just light years ahead of anything this little day pack has to offer, and fully loaded to its hilt, the 18 liter. Honestly, my lower back's starting to hurt, 3.6 miles in. Whereas with my Deva, this weight, this would be nothing. It would be a minor inconvenience. So that's, just that kind of gives you an idea of the difference between a pack with no frame and a frame, and why I will always choose a pack with a frame. We're boiling water for lunch here at the Blue Ridge Parkway Visitor Center, having beef stroganoff with noodles. There's 2/3 of a cup of water for it.
Didn't it say 1 2/3?
Well, I'm sorry, 1 2/3. I apologize. It is 1 2/3 though.
Okay.
It's right up underneath the 2 cup mark. It's gotta be. So I'm hanging out over here. He's gonna boil the water. I'm on a bit of a leash at the moment because the camera is charging. So I've got the power bank strapped to me. And he is gonna boil the water for supper.
Just because I think if I'm doing this.
Just because we can say we used at least one stool.
Yes.
That there's a reason that we carried it almost 4 miles. Beef stroganoff, as always. Gotta take them out. I'm kind of excited. I've been wanting to try this for a while. I'm hoping it's going to be delicious and it becomes a favorite, but we shall see.
You got your oxygen thing out already?
Yeah, you're ready to go whenever it boils. And there's my tether. You can barely see it at the bottom of the screen, folks. Look, we're already getting bubbles. I love this stove. It boils water in, 2.5 minutes?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really cool. Back up. Change my camera angle for Sasquatch. That's my Squatch.
Stir it.
Just put the boiling water in. Now we stir. And we wait. Let's see what the package say. 5 minutes, and let's stand an additional 4. So we're going to start a timer for 5. We're going to let it go for at least 10 though. I've learned with noodles, you have got to let them go a little bit longer because sometimes they'll remain crispy.
Tuna Creations, Thai chili. She's not.
I'm not a tuna fan.
Or a spice fan, or ever gonna try this fan. But here we go. We're gonna make a nice little tuna burrito. I don't know. Here we go.
I am making Mountain House beef stroganoff with noodles. Been wanting to try this one for a while. I love beef stroganoff. So. All right. So we are still at the Blue Ridge Parkway Visitor Center, snacking. hickory beef or hickory nut gap beef meat sticks is a favorite for us. We are about to try the stroganoff for the first time. So here we go. Let's see what we think. What?
Kids up there playing with the trash can. Bup, 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 and the trash can is slamming shut.
That's really good. I think it's really good.
Better than the breakfast skillet.
Oh my gosh. Hands down, I will never do dehydrated eggs again. I think I'm traumatized, to be honest. Super hot.
That one.
It's really good, I think.
Also that one.
And also, $10 at Walmart, guys. You don't have to go to REI and pay, what is it, like 12 or 13?
11 or 12, I think.
But it does give you points towards the end of the year, I think, at REI. So, I think my points this year are going to go to buy myself a chair.
But this one's almost expired. We have to use it by September 2055, so we're down to the last 20 years, and this year's almost gone. So 19 years, we were pretty strapped for time, so that's why we decided to use that one today.
Not because it's the one we literally just picked up at Walmart on the way to the trail.
Yeah, that's not it.
It had nothing to do with it. That's so good. So we're coming up on the MST trail access from the Blue Ridge Parkway Visitor Center. We used the bathroom and threw our trash away, but we'll come back and check out the visitor center another day because we are on trail today. But MST trail access, cool bits of information. The kids have put pine cones, and it looks like someone put a gold Biltmore, how crazy, Christmas tree. How wild. Look at that, folks. Here we are into the visitor center loop. Back to the folk art center, either 2.2 miles or 2.5 miles away. Not really sure there. Let's see. My watch is currently at 4.37. So we'll see what it says at the folk art center. So I'm not sure if I was recording going up earlier, but this is where we're coming down on I-40. I mean, right on top of it. Lots of stairs through this section. Gets a bit twisty. All right, coming up on the big set of stairs that will take us down to the tunnel. Oh, look at this cool guy. All right. I didn't see him earlier. It looks like there's a ant behind that. I think I'm about to come up on a really cool shot. Come on, be just right.
Right on this bridge down here.
Back in the car, and distance total once the trail was finished, 7.01 miles. 7.01 miles when we got back in the car. Done now with the entire MST through Asheville. No more walking through people's backyards. It's wonderful.
Well, at least in this section. I'm sure
That's
it'll
true.
be more
That is
somewhere.
true. But anyway, on to the next. Thanks for journeying with the James Gang. Like and subscribe to follow along on future adventures.